Divorce is a very frightening word to many people, and the process is incredibly overwhelming. What I'd like to do today is just break it down a little bit for you in terms of the components of the divorce process. The more you can break it down into smaller and smaller pieces, the easier it is for you to process it emotionally and to understand how to address each piece with the right support and make informed decisions. The two major pieces of a divorce process are the custody, which if you have children, that is a major conversation, and then the financial conversation, which is something that every divorce has as part of it. Within the custody conversation, there is the physical custody of the children, or where they reside, and then there is the legal custody, which is who makes the major decisions and how they are made. And then there will be some sort of schedule of visitation, of holidays, school breaks, etc., and how all that works. So that can be very simple if there's a mutually agreed upon schedule, or very complicated and very difficult if parents are vying for different or have different goals. So typically that is negotiated on to some degree separately. On the financial side, there are four major components. First being equitable distribution. In New York State, we are an equitable distribution state, which means that we divide the assets equitably but not necessarily equally. Then there's spousal support, maintenance, or alimony, and those terms can be used interchangeably. Child support, which does get affected by the custody I was talking about, and then attorney's fees, which are usually paid in some form by either both spouses or one spouse, depending on the situation. And so within those four components on the financial side and three components on the custody side, there are it gets broken down into more and more pieces and more components depending on the complexity of your life. So I encourage you to try to understand as best you can, at least at a higher level, what the components are, and to seek support in the areas that you really don't feel you have enough knowledge. The more knowledge you have, the more comfortable you'll be going through the process. Regardless, it is incredibly emotional, and that will be the umbrella over which you will go through it. But the more informed you are, the anxiety level can be reduced. If you're looking for ways to get some support, please feel free to schedule a complimentary consultation at my website, thedivorcierge.com.